Well, hey everybody, Martika here with Martika J Makes, and welcome to my channel. So today, I am just wanting to just have a chit chat. We're gonna talk about simple sews, okay? So if you are just starting out sewing, this video is for you. If you have been sewing for a long time, this video is for you. So before I get started, I want to tell you guys, be sure to hit that like button down there for me. And if you have not subscribed to your girl, go ahead and do so. Do that too. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much, you guys. So let's talk about some simple sews here, because I know that there can be a lot of intimidation in this sewing world, especially when you see so many skilled sewers out there and you're like, I can never do that, or how will I ever get to that level and be sewing those things, and so on and so forth. Let me tell you guys something. No matter what level you are at, simple sews are always in place to have and to do. You guys, I call myself an average sewer. I'm not even the best, and that just even comes from years back of learning how to sew. But there's so many things to learn in this sewing world. However, if you ask me to sew one thing, I want something that's quick and I want something that's easy. And when we do the more difficult projects, you guys, leaning back on something that's simpler is like a breath of fresh air. So as a beginner or as an average sewer, if you don't have any beginning patterns, if you don't self-draft, if you sew by patterns, if you don't have any beginning patterns in your collection, you need to get some, because believe me, they are amazing to have, especially when you want to do something for yourself and you want something that's fabulous, but you want something that's not going to stress you out at the same time. And let me tell you, a lot of these simple projects, you can style them up so amazing that it looked like it took you a month to finish it, because you can make it so beautiful. So let me share a few with you guys. I think I have something from almost every pattern out there, just about all except for one. I just want to share some examples with you to show you that it's okay to just do simple sews if you want to. I have a ton in my collection of patterns. So the first one that I'm going to show you is Simplicity 9010. And this, you guys, this one is such a popular pattern and it is so amazing. I remember Mimi G did this pattern. I had saw this pattern in the Simplicity book numerous times, but it just wasn't something that caught my eye. It reminded me of the 80s, but it's all in the eye in which you see it. And when she did this dress and when she styled it with some of today's shoes and accessories, amazing. So this one, as you can see, I'm going to move over here. It says easy to sew. That lets you know with Simplicity patterns, this is like a beginner's pattern. This is something you can easily put together, something that's very quick to make and won't take a whole lot of time. So the only notion that's needed for this is basically you need your thread, you need a package of wide single fold bias tape, and you need 1 1/4 of 3/8 inches wide elastic. That's it. If you're doing view A, you need one button for the back to button it up in the back, you guys. Let me tell you, that's view A right there, okay? And it does button in the back. But if you are doing view B or view C, it leaves it open just like that. And you guys, it's an easy one. So if you're looking for Simplicity easy patterns, look for those easy to sew patterns, and they also point them out in their catalogs also. So the next one that I want to show you, and I'm going to scoot over a little bit. The next one I want to show you is a new look. The majority of your new look patterns are going to be pretty easy to do. But some of these, when they're really, really easy, they're going to specify. This one is New Look 6288, and it's skirts. and it's knit skirts. This is what I love about New Look, because I do work with a lot of knit, and they have tons of patterns for just knits. And so as you can see, this says easy just for knits. I couldn't read that backwards. And I have all of these different versions that I can do of this dress in knit fabric if I want to. But it's going to be a really, really easy sew, especially that one right there. I think that's probably only 3 pieces. You have your front, you have your back, and you have the casing. That is it. So yeah, that one is a New Look pattern. The next one is always, these patterns are always going to be fairly easy, and that is the quick sew patterns, okay? Quick sew right there. Okay, and I haven't even done this pattern before, but I got this pattern for that dress right there. But as you can see right here, it pointed out learn to sew. You guys, whether you already know how to sew or not, this pattern is for everybody. Don't shy away from it just because it is what's called like a beginner's pattern. So what? Sew the dress, style it up, make it look hot and wear it, okay? So this, like for this one, I don't even see any notions that's needed. No. There's no notions that's needed on this dress, for this dress at all. Take that back. You do need interfacing. That's it, pretty much. Fusible interfacing. So yeah, very simple, very quick, very easy. All right. The next one is a Butterick. And this is Butterick B6207. And Butterick points out on their patterns fast and easy. It's going to tell you, if basically indicating that this is a great pattern for beginners. Okay, you have this cute knit dress. This is the reason why I got this pattern. I actually thought of a nightshirt when I saw that. Yes, of course you could. This is something you can wear out. It's kind of like a it's like a little high-low, but I'm thinking nightshirt. Okay, in my head, but it's a fast pattern. It's an easy pattern. It's not going to take a lot of time. You have a couple of more views there that you can do with this. This is a pattern that is for knits also. Always pay attention to your fabric, especially if you already have the fabric and you're looking for a pattern to sew with that fabric. But as far as notions, unless you're doing view D that calls for the skirt, all you need is elastic. Outside of UD, there are no other notions that's needed. So when you see these easy to sew, these quick patterns to do, it's not going to call for a ton of notions. A lot of them are not going to have like tons of buttons and things where you're going to have to sew a lot of buttonholes. The same with zippers. You know, you're usually not going to find those in those easy to sew patterns unless it's a pattern that's teaching you how to sew in a zipper. So the last one, and I have a couple of these because I want to show you the difference, is a McCall's. And the McCall's, they also pointed out in their catalog very clear, it's a learn to sew pattern. And this one is M7405, a very popular one. I actually have a really cute fabric that I'm going to make that dress out of. I have had this fabric for quite some time and been trying to figure out what I'm going to make with that fabric. And I saw that dress and thought that that's going to be perfect for it. So this is a learn to sew pattern. And it's 2 very easy dresses. Either you're going to do this dress or you're going to do this dress with the elastic waist and the longer bottom that makes it into a maxi. Very, very simple sews. You have 4 different views, it looks like. Well, actually 3. Let's see. 1, 2. No, there's 4. There's 4. So you can do this version here with the straight across like it is on the front, or you can do this with the scoop bottom there, or you can do this maxi without the elastic, or this maxi with the elastic. Very, very simple sew. Now, as you can see, I want you to pay attention to this. This is a learn to sew for fun. This particular pattern, which is M7936, is a jumpsuit pattern. This one is a very popular one too. But the difference with this is a learn to sew for fun pattern, but it says level 2. Okay, so if you have been kind of following these learn to sew patterns, you can have like different levels. If I'm not mistaken, I think it goes to level 3. I'm not sure. It may just end at level 2, but you will notice if you are just starting out, you may want to stay away from level 2 until you've gotten some of the learn to sew just plain ones out of the way, because level 2, that's where you're gonna learn how to sew facings. In this one, you're gonna insert an invisible zipper like I just said. So this takes it to the next level if you are in that stage of learning to sew and learning how to make a really nice piece there to be able to accessorize and wear. And you guys, it's still a beginner's pattern. So this is the reason that I wanted to kind of pop on here and do that video, do this video, because I know there are so many people out there that can be intimidated. Heck, I have been intimidated before by some of the things that others have sewn up. It's like, how do they do that? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do that. You guys, take your time. Stay in your lane. Stick to what you like. Stick to what you know. If all you like to do are simple sewing patterns, stick to that. There is nothing wrong with that. Who said that you had to do ball gowns? You know, nobody said that. If you don't like to do zippers, don't do zippers. If you don't like to do buttons, don't do buttons. Don't do anything that you don't enjoy doing, because what happens is it takes the fun out of what you actually enjoy doing. So stick to what you love. If you want to challenge yourself, then take it up to the next level. And sometimes challenging yourself can bring out a new love for what you're doing. So I just wanted to encourage you guys. I hope that that is what this video has done. Let me know in the comments what you think. And you guys, I want you to have a whole lot of fun sewing. And I will talk to you again really, really soon in the next video. Bye-bye now.